Kurt Abbott will be at shortstop today, batting second. Dante Bichette in left field is third. Vinny Castilla, third baseman, bats fourth. Todd Helton at first base, hitting fifth. Larry Walker still out of the lineup. John Vanderwall in right field will hit sixth. Mike Lansing, second base, bats sixth, seventh. Kurt Manwaring catching, hitting eighth, and John Thomson, the pitcher, at ninth. Defensively, the Phillies have Kevin Jordan at third base. Scott Rowland given the day off. Desi Relaford at shortstop. Mark Lewis at second. Rico Brogna at first. Bobby Estelea catching. Greg Jeffries in left field. Kevin Sefcik will be in center. Doug Landell getting a rest, and Bobby Abreu in right. Mike Grace on the mound for the Phils.
Mike Grace will make his 15th start of the season. He's 4-6 with a 5.59 earned run average. 75 2/3 innings, giving up 97 hits. 29 walks with 40 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .308 off him. Lefties have given him fits at .368. Righties only .250.
Darrell Hamilton will lead it off. Hamilton hitting at .295. Came over from the San Francisco Giants at the trading deadline for Ellis Burks, and he looks at a called strike. Hamilton requested uniform number 12 in honor of his former manager, Dusty Baker. 1-1 strike. Frank Pulley, the crew chief of this umpiring crew, calls the balls and strikes. Pat Connors at first, Bruce Dreckman at second, Ed Rapuano at third. 2-1 the count to Darrell Hamilton. Ground ball, shortstop, Desi Relaford. Throws Hamilton out, one down here in the first inning. Well, look who took out the lineup card today. He's getting a day off. Not totally. Has to take the lineup card out. Scott Rowland.
He's out there arguing with Pulley already.
Rowland and Rockies manager Don Baylor. Batter will be Kurt Abbott. Abbott hitting at .196. Colorado got him from the Oakland A's. Ground ball, backhanded nicely. Lewis off balance throw, didn't get him. It'll be an infield single for Kurt Abbott.
A nice try by Louis. Gets that ball, backhands it, does a little skip jump and tries to throw in the air and just pulls Rico off the bag of hairs. It's still a nice try by Mark Lewis. He's got no time to stop and plant and throw. He wouldn't have had any chance here. At least he gives himself a chance.
And we'll bring up Dante Bichette. Bichette, second leading hitter in the league, hitting at .341. Leads the league in hits with 184 of them. And the combined year, he looks at a slider for a called strike.
It's a pitch that Mike Grace, 2 starts and coming back up from Scranton, has had good command. He's thrown a good slider. It's a pitch that has helped him. His last game, he didn't fare real well. He lost 8-2 against Houston, but I thought he threw the ball pretty good.
1-1 strike to Bichette. John Olerud leads the league in hitting at .344, then Bichette at .341. Jason Kendall, Larry Walker of the Rockies, and Vladimir Guerrero. One hopper to Relaford, should be 2, and is. 6-4-3 double play, and that will be it for the Rockies in the first. No runs, a hit, no errors, and none left. After one half, Colorado nothing. Phil's coming to bat. Colorado failed in the top half. Phillies batting bottom of the first. Terry Francona's lineup this afternoon. We'll have Kevin Sefcik in center field leading off. Greg Jeffries left field bats second. Rico Brogna at first basing third. Kevin Jordan at third base bats fourth. Bobby Abreu right field hitting fifth. Mark Lewis second base bats sixth. Bobby Estelea catching hitting seventh. Desi Relaford at shortstop bats eighth. Mike Grace the pitcher hitting ninth. For the Rockies defensively, Vinny Castilla third, Kurt Abbott shortstop, Mike Lansing second, Todd Helton at first, Kurt Manwaring the catcher. Dante Bichette in left field, Darrell Hamilton in center, and John Vanderwall in right. On the mound is the 24-year-old John Thomson.
John Thompson's making his 20th start. It's his second against the Phillies today for this season. He's 7-8 with a .440 earned run average. He's got 2 complete games in there. 118 2/3 innings, 125 hits, 34 walks, 79 strikeouts. He's got the lowest opponent's average of all their starters at .276. lefties and righties pretty close, 281, 271 respectively.
Therein you see the Rockies' problem when he has the lowest opponent's batting average of all starters at 276.
that lets you know there has been some problems with the starters.
Kevin Cessick hitting at 327. Cessick in the last 18 games batting at 500. Doug Glanville getting this afternoon off. He's played just about every ball game. Use a day off. Terry Francona's feeling is that a day off should be literal. Take it during day games instead of night games.
Yeah. Not the night off, the day off.
Line drive right field. Vanderwall there though. Cessick is retired. One down.
In his career versus the Phillies, Thomson has some good numbers in 3 starts, 1 and 2. Record is not great, but only a 1.8 earned run average.
Made his major league debut right here at Veterans Stadium. Lost a tough 3-1 ball game. Here's Greg Jeffries hitting at 292. 1 strike to him. Birthday wishes today to Joseph Regalano of Clementon, New Jersey. From mom, children, and from us. 2 quick strikes to Jeffries.
Thomson likes to use his fastball. He'll sink it away from left-handers. He'll run it into him. He'll cut it inside to him. Throws a slider, changeup, not a whole lot.
High fly ball right field. Vanderwall hardly has to move. 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of the first inning. Phillies are just 1 game under 500. Colorado is 12 games under 500. Rockies lead the league in hitting, but also have the highest ERA by their pitching staff. Here's Rico Brogna. Chick Kellum in Margate celebrating his 85th birthday. Chick, 85 years young. Wishes from son Merrill and from us. One the count to Rico Brogna. Luke foul, third base side. Lou Furman of Bristol, Pennsylvania. 75th birthday wishes today. And Tom McClasson celebrating a birthday on this August 23rd.
They playing Rico around to the left side quite a bit. Center fielder Darrell Hamilton shaded to left center. Bichette now just moved back more to straightaway left, but he's a little closer to the line. Vanderwall's off the line in right field. Usually you see that teams are going to try and pitch you away,
which Thompson has pretty much done here so far. 1-2 the count to Rico Brogna. Fouls it back, still 1-2. Long-time loyal member of the Phillies' great ground crew here at Veterans Stadium, Froggy Carfagno, celebrating a birthday today, which is from wife Cass, from the ground crew, and from us. Froggy is a joy.
Wonder what that ground crew has planned for his birthday today. You know, it'll be something crazy.
1-2 the count to Rico Brogna. Mid wide, 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's kept everything away to Brogna.
One thing you have to be leery of is Brogna's kind of leaning out there now. He tries to sneak something inside. Got to be ready.
Got it out over the plate, and Bronya grounds a single to right field. He's a 2-out base runner. And we'll bring up Kevin Jordan. Jordan playing at third base today.
He doesn't quite get this ball. It looked like he wanted it in, but didn't get it in enough. Got a lot of the plate. Rico goes down and hits it right through the hole.
Jordan hitting at 276.
I think Francona would love nothing more than to have Rolen do no more today than what he's already done. Take out the lineup card. Usually a manager gives a guy a day off. They want to give him the whole day off. Doesn't want to have to even use him late.
Might possibly run him in there as a pinch hitter. This is Scott Rolen T-shirt day. Try to keep him off the field. 1 ball and 1 strike to Kevin Jordan. Send our best to Lydia McGee of Cape May, longtime loyal fan of the Phils. Missed the fastball. That was a good fastball. Rarely throw a heater by Kevin Jordan. Good sinking fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Thomson comes out of Sulphur, Louisiana. Went to McNeese State. 7th round draft pick of the Rockies in the '93 draft. Ground ball, base hit in right field. Bronya will hold on at second base. So the Phils have 2 men on base with 2 outs for Bobby Abreu.
KJ kind of fought this fastball off. It looked like fastball. Tried to get it in. Did not get it up, but it was up. It's a tough pitch. Still kind of a tough pitch to handle. But KJ stays with it. Goes the other way. Fights it off, actually. Right into right field in that hole.
Well, that'll bring on Bobby Abreu, who leads all major league hitters, hitting with runners in scoring position. 440 is average with runners in scoring position. Overall hitting at 315. And a cut, fouled it back. 1 strike to Abreu. Abreu with 2 outs and runners in scoring position, right behind Ellis Burtz, Fernando Pena, and Craig Biggio. But overall, the leading hitter. A ball and a strike to Bobby Abreu. Missing inside, 1-1. Belated birthday wishes to Mabel Godstein of Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. Mabel recently celebrated number 86. Missing high. 2 balls and a strike to Abreu. Phillies are 4th in the league with runners in scoring position. Rockies lead the league. On the inside corner at the knees, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bobby Abreu.
The fastball inside by John Thomson. He brings it back to the corner a little bit. Starts inside and see it kind of run right back to the corner. Manring does a good job of framing that pitch. Time called.
Baylor, Colorado skipper. Abreu pops a foul. It's still 2-2. Lillian Dobell of Egg Harbor City celebrating a 70th birthday today. Phillies have 2 men on base, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the first of a 0-0 game.
Base hit center field. Abreu with another hit with runners in scoring position. Bronya scores. Phillies jump to a 1-0 lead, and you can't say enough about Bobby Abreu.
Unbelievable clutch hitting. Kurt Manwaring tried to let John Thomson know something. You see him right there. He's trying to tell him flip it over. He wants him to step off and go through the signs again. Abreu gets a fastball there, hits it right up the middle. They were shading him a little bit to left center, and ball hits a little bit to right center. Bronya comes in to score easily. But Manwaring now has gone out to the mound. He was trying to, when he gets that little signal of his index finger like spinning it around, it's like, wait a minute, step off, you know, go through the signs again. And it might have been that Kurt Manwaring wanted a different pitch there. Even with what he had already given him, he wanted him to step off and go through the signs.
Here's Mark Lewis. He's hitting at 246. Takes one over for a called strike. One ball and one strike to Mark Lewis. Fouls it out of play, first base side.
A lot of pitches to this point for John Thomson. The first inning, 28 pitches already. A day like this, that will sap you.
Yeah, it's a close afternoon, muggy and humid. Frank Funk, the Rockies pitching coach. Just a little bit wide, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Straight back, still 2-2. Congratulations to Robert and Kim Cabry, the birth of their son Joseph Robert. Proud grandparents, the Cabrys and the Diambras, and his proud big sister Olivia, just recently born Joseph Robert. Another foul ball. Lewis stays alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bills have a run across, 2 men on base, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the first inning, leading 1-0. With a full count, so the runners will be on the move. Jordan from second, Abreu from first with 2 outs.
Jordan wasn't going anywhere there. He was stopped at second base. Thomson stepping off. A lot of times in a pitcher's mind indicates he doesn't want to throw a pitch.
Line drive, but it is right at Mike Lansing to retire the side. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, 2 left. The end of 1-0 Phils. 1-0. Here's Mike Grace's bunt attempt, sacrifice. He popped in the air. Relaford was running, and
Desi was running, but after he saw Helton catch the ball, he knew he was dead, or thought he was dead, without realizing that Helton threw the ball over Lansing's head at first base.
So they doubled off to Desi. Vanderwall to Lansing. And Mike Lansing will lead it off. Takes one wide for a ball, 1-0. On the count to Mike Lansing. 30th anniversary wishes to Pat and Anne Marie Stefari from Flowertown, Pennsylvania. Golden wedding anniversary wishes to Chuck and Dolly Abruzzi of South Philadelphia, from their children, grandchildren, and from us. 1-0 Phillies. We're in the 3rd inning. Good breaking ball, fool Lansing, 2-2. And the keys to Mike Grace's success is that slider. He's had a pretty good one since coming back up from Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Foul backing out of play.
So what you see what the Phillies starting pitchers have been doing in his homestand. 3 complete games, 4-1 record with that earned run average, and holding the opponents to 199 average. Been outstanding.
Ground ball, Kevin Jordan. Lansing is retired, 1 down. LA, any shallow thought for the day?
Yes, sir. What does a compass do at the North Pole?
And there you have it. LA's shallow thought for the day. And here is Kurt Manwaring. He's hitting at .251. Manwaring struggles on the road. Base hit back through the middle. That was a good old black catter thrown in by our crew downstairs. He's no longer the lowest hitter on the road.
No. He gets a fastball. Mike Grace, one of the problems he had earlier in the year was throwing his fastball away, and it would run back over the plate, and that's exactly what happens here. As you see Estalella reaching the inside part of the plate, or middle of the plate, sitting outside, reaches down the middle. Manwaring hits it right back up the middle.
John Thomson, the pitcher, hitting a 103, has 5 sacrifices. And he is up there to bunt, gets the bunt down nicely. Bronya to Lewis. Sacrifice good. It was Manwaring to second base, where with 2 outs it'll bring up the top of the order Darrell Hamilton. 92nd birthday wishes to Richard Force of Collings Lakes, New Jersey, from granddaughter Susan and from us. Richard is 92 years young on this August 23rd. Into center field. Sefcik misjudges the ball. It goes over his head. A run is going to score, and Hamilton will keep flying toward third base. And he will reach third on a misjudged fly ball by Kevin Sefcik. We're tied at 1-1.
Well, Kevin Sefcik knows it. That's the toughest ball to judge for an outfielder. There's a line drive right at you. Probably tougher at center field because it's not going to either side. It's right at him, and he takes a step in and hesitates. Then as he realizes that he has to go back and get it, there's nothing you can do there.
Doug Glanville being given the day off, and of course Glanville would have eaten that ball up. They've scored it a triple, and we are tied at 1-1. I'll bring up Kurt Abbott. Sefcik has made precious few mistakes out there wherever he's been asked to play, but that time he fouled that one up.
Right off the squash here, Estaleyev smack dead center in the mask. That'll jar you a little bit.
On the count to Kurt Abbott. Two balls and a strike. Fly ball right center field. Sefcik will catch this one, and that will retire the side. Rockies got a run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. We're tied at 1-1.
Look at that play where Greg Jeffries goes trying to stretch that single into a double, and he might have beaten this play.
Well, it looked like Bruce Dreckman had good position on the play. I think Jeffries looks like he got that foot in there just before the tag.
Yeah, sure does. However, he was ruled out, and you can see Jeffries felt he was safe, and he probably was. Still a 1-1 ball game as Dante Bichette leads it off. He grounded into a double play in the first inning. You kidding me? No wonder he has so many hits. Dante Bichette, a .341 hitter coming into the game today, second in the league. Bunts for a base hit.
Well, I mean, he's got Jordan playing back there. He hits it actually pretty hard, but Jordan's playing very deep on him. That's a guy with 19 home runs that went up there bunting, I guess. They want to get something going.
He's leading the world in hits with 185 now. Here's Castilla. Vinny Castilla with a lot of homers, 37 of them, 112 runs batted in. And he rips at that first pitch and gets a base hit to center field. Dante Bichette will stop at second. So Colorado has their first 2 men on here in the 4th inning on back-to-back singles. And that will bring up Todd Helton, the left-handed batting first baseman who flied to left his first time up.
It's a fastball, and he wants it inside, and I don't know. This guy loves to swing first pitch fastball. Why you want to throw him fastball first pitch is beyond me.
And there's some statistic they have on Vinny Castilla, how many first pitches he's hit for homers, and it's a lot. Helton takes a breaking ball for a ball outside. Helton leading all rookies with runs batted in, 73. Travis Lee second with 64, or that's Derek Lee of Florida second with 64. Travis Lee also has 20 home runs, as does Helton. Here's another bullet back through the middle. Bichette's being waved around. Sefcik's throw will be cut off, and it's 2-1 now in favor of the Rockies on consecutive hits here in the 4th inning by Bichette, Castilla, and Helton, and still runners at first and second and nobody out.
Well, it makes that bunt by Bichette a smart play.
Yep.
But that ball's down, but Mike Grace is throwing those pitches in the middle of the plate with the exception of the bunt, but Bichette's going to go hard all the way. They're waving him around. Come in and score the second run for Colorado to give them a 1-run lead.
And another left-handed batter, John Vanderwall, will hit. He grounded to second his first time up. There are the totals in the game. As the Rockies now about hit the Phillies 6-4. We're in the 4th. Ball one. Vanderwall getting a chance to play a little bit right now with Larry Walker on the shelf with a sore middle finger of his right hand. As you look at the base runners, Castilla at second, Helton at first. Vanderwall, one of the best pinch hitters in the major leagues the last few years. Fly ball to left field. Jeffries trying to get into throwing position to keep Castilla at second, and he did. Good job by Greg to drift back and then come in, and that's what will freeze a base runner on that play.
Well, you want to back up behind where you think the ball is going to be, so that when you catch it, you have a little momentum coming forward, and that's exactly what Greg Jeffries does. Hits a cutoff man, keeps that runner at second base.
And that's what the runner will look for. He catches that ball on his heels, the guy will tag and move over. Well, Mike Lansing, the batter, he had a ground ball to the third baseman Kevin Jordan his first time up. Well, Grace gets an out there and no advance by the base runners. And there's a little cue shot off the end of the bat. Desi won. That's all they'll get. Good idea to just hold on to that, because he was going to have to hit a moving target in Mike Grace.
Well, Mike Grace did not get over there that well either. And that's something, the ball's hit to that side. You get over there and get that bag. And I think it's one of the reasons Desi held on is because it was going to be a close play. It was not going to be easy for Desi. Rico gets it. And Desi probably could have thrown it had Grace been there waiting. Ball wasn't hit that hard. It's the first instinct of the pitcher is you get to that bag, and it's not one where you cut up the line. You go straight to the bag and get there.
So Desi does the right thing by not trying to hit him while he was moving and not even there. Huh?
That's what you got to do. I mean, there's no sense in throwing it, taking a chance.
So there are runners at the corners now with 2 outs for Manwaring. So Grace has a chance to get out of this with just one if he can get the catcher Manwaring out. Manwaring hit a wicked single up the middle his first time up, right past Mike Grace. Well, that's not surprising with the way they score runs and hit. These Colorado Rockies #1 with 2 outs and runners on as far as team batting average goes. I mean, Don Baylor has an offensive team. You know, he has a base open here technically with runners at first and second, now behind 2-1 in the count. He doesn't want to let Manwaring hit him because he can get out of this inning. The pitcher is on deck. How's that scorecard today?
It's a little better.
And he runs, does Lansing, from first. The ball is fouled off the mask of Estalella for the second time today. Bobby, on his 24th birthday, has gotten his chimes rung a couple times. Here's another one. Wacko.
Where did it go? Where did it go? That'll jaw your jaw.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Count 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Manwaring. Ground ball to second. Grace will be out of the inning. Could have been a lot worse. After 3 straight hits, only 1 run on 3 hits and 2 left. It's 2-1 Colorado. Phillies bat in the 4th. It's trivia question from Kyle Carver. He's 11 from Philadelphia, who hit the last inside the park grand slam home run. Phillies history.
This is one everybody should know. It would be that Ted Kazansky.
Oh, they told you that. Teddy Kazansky. You didn't know that. Nice going. Ted Kazansky, who was a big, back in those days, they called him bonus babies. I'll never forget, and basically flopped as a Philly. But when they signed him, August 8th, 1956, when they signed Ted Kazansky, I mean, he was going to be a great player, and it just never happened for him. But I remember him.
I've been accused of cheating. How could I? You haven't seen me look at anything.
Kazansky. Now there is Vinny Castilla popping up a first ball breaking ball, and that's what you like to see thrown to Vinny Castilla. Something off speed like that, because he'll chase him. 1 away as Abreu puts it away. Dream Week, due to the incredible demand, there's now a second new long weekend edition. Lower price Dream Week $99. Live your dream in Clearwater. Along players like Boa, Mitch Williams, John Kruk, Larry Anderson, and many more. 215-938-1200. That's 215-938-1200. For information, better call real fast before the second program is sold out. We're going to have the Dream Week reunion here tomorrow night of the guys who were there this year. They will be at the vet tomorrow night to get their baseball cards and videos. Meet with the commissioner. Pop up, third base side, out of play.
If the videos are done.
They're done from what I was told the other day. They are ready.
You trust Marty Miller?
Todd Helton's 1 for 2.
There's no telling what'll be on those videos.
Well, I hope he gets some of the stuff off him. Talked about the commissioner. As Helton takes that in the dirt, the commissioner of Dream Week is the first base coach for the Rockies, Mr. Clint Hurdle. And some of the things that he says during that week, as you look at Clint right there, must be removed from the tape for family viewing. He gives them the true baseball experience.
With all the true baseball lingo.
Complete with the salty language.
Will not be seen on the Disney Channel.
No, there he is. Anybody who was at Dreamway will recognize that guy. So you'll meet him next year. Come on down. You'll have a lot of fun. 3 balls and 1 strike on Helton. He walks, ball 4. So a 1-out base runner. That is walk number 1 issued by Grace. And that'll bring up John Vanderwall. There's the pitch count on Grace here with 1 out in the 6th inning.
61 pitches. Good strike ball ratio. Well within where he should be, actually. Very good. 10 pitches an inning. I mean, if you get to 13, 14 pitches an inning or under, probably 13 and under, you're in good shape.
Vanderwall's 0 for 2. He has grounded a second fly to left. Well, the Phillies bullpen was just blown out after that doubleheader the other night. And, you know, Mark Portugal saved them on Friday. Paul Burt, a great job last night. And now Grace is into the 6th inning. That really helps. Looper into left center. That's trouble. It'll drop. Good base running by Helton. He's going to head for third. Sefcik's throw back into second. So the Rockies have runners at the corners with 1 out for Mike Lansing.
Gets what just off the end of the bat here, like a fastball, and he just gets enough of it. That's all it takes. Sefcik does a good job as he comes over and gets it into second base. I think he had thoughts of looking at third, but decided, no, I got to keep that double play in order. Throws to second base, and he did just that.
Right, throw to the correct base, and you never know, in the next play it might pay dividends. Lansing has grounded out twice. Once to Jordan at third, and then into a 3-6 fielder's choice. Rico Brogna to Desi Relaford. Pitch to Lansing is high ball 1. Another right-handed batter, Kurt Manwaring, on deck. Rockies with a 2-1 lead. Phillies trying to get back to 500 again if they could win here this afternoon. They're at 64-65. As you take a look at their first base dugout. Deep to left field. Jeffrey's going back, still going back. It's gone. Lansing hit a high breaking ball out of here, a 3-run home run, and now it's 5-1 in favor of Colorado on Lansing's 7th home run of the year.
That ball just cleared that fence right into the backdrop. But he missed with the slider. First pitch he got it up, and he came back with another one and got that ball up again.
So the Rockies do what they do best, and that's hit the ball out of the ballpark. A 3-run home run by Lansing.
You see where that pitch was? It was up waist high, maybe a little more, and just barely clears that wall into the backdrop.
So from 2-1 it goes to 5-1 just like that, and the Phillies have to get the bullpen up. Manwaring fouls one back, 1 out in the inning, then a walk, a bloop single, and Lansing's home run to left center. Mentioned 7 home runs. He now has 48 runs batted in as Ken Ryan, who started game 2 of the doubleheader here on Thursday night, starts to throw. Manwaring fouls that one into the press box off to our right. To hold these Rockies without a long ball. Bird gave up 1 last night, now 1 in this game. Check swing, pop up, first base side. Brogna has room, 2 away.
Well, part of the difference is a home run with 2 guys on and a home run with nobody on. That's a big difference.
Well, that's the Rockies live on that. I mean, they're going to hit their 3-run homers with all the offense that they have, and you try to stay out of games where they hurt you with the long ball.
Well, what hurt Mike Grace is that leadoff or that 1-out walk to Helton. Vanderwall did not hit his ball that well, but you get guys on, and these guys can't hurt you.
And Thomson swings and misses. He has sacrificed and single. Thomson looked like he might be in early inning trouble in this one, but he has settled down and now has a 4-run lead on that 3-run homer. Grounded to third. It's foul. Here's Pedro Estacio. Last night he was sailing along with a 1-0 lead in the 5th inning, and the Phillies would have hit him with a 5 spot. Mike Grace hanging in this game with a 2-1 lead as he went into this inning, and now it's 5-1. Here's you see the line on Estacio last night. Phillies getting 5 runs off him with 2 outs.
All started with the walk.
Breaking ball for a strike 3 call, but trouble in the inning. 3 runs, 2 hits, nobody left on base. Phillies bat in the 6th. 5-1 Colorado.
Moving to the bottom of the 7th. Colorado leads at 5-1. Mike Grace will be finished for the afternoon, scheduled to hit 3rd. Talking with pitching coach Galen Cisco. The line doesn't look all that good, but he didn't pitch all that badly. He did give up 5 runs, and of course that homer really hurt him. 7 innings, 9 hits, 5 earned runs, 1 strikeout and 1 walk. Got a lot of ground ball outs, but and that one tough inning with a walk, a base hit, and then the home run.
And he pitched out of a couple jams too, but that walk and the blooper, and then the 3-run homer and a hanging slider did him in.
Bobby Estalella will lead it off for the Phillies here in the bottom of the 7th. Estalella has struck out both times that he's been up. Bouncing foul, third base side. Now balls and a strike to Bobby Estalella. Line drive right to Vinny Castilla. Estalella retired, 1 down. Well, our next homestand after this one will bring to the Veterans Stadium New York Mets and Pittsburgh Pirates. Mets in Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the 8th, 9th, and 10th of September at 7:05. Buccos come in Friday and Saturday, the 11th and 12th at 7:05. Sunday the 13th, 1:35. Action pins for all youngsters 14 and under on September 13th. Order your tickets by calling 215-463-1000. These games against the Mets might be very big games for them. They are in a tight chase for the wild card spot with the Chicago Cubs.
We could use some people here at the Vet for those series to get rid of the Let's Go Mets chants, which will be here.
Mets are trailing today to Arizona. Desi Relaford gets a base hit, so Relaford's been on base all 3 times he's been up with a walk and a pair of singles, and John Zuber will come out and bat for Mike Grace.
Desi, as Harry said, has been on all 3 times. Does a nice job there on a low pitch. Just goes down and lines it into center field. You'll look for the Rockies to get their pen back up again, because on a hot afternoon like this, Thompson's done the job for them. He's at 100 pitches. Had a tough first inning and not much since then.
Zuber hitting at .225 as a pinch hitter. He is 5 for 22. Nothing to John Zuber. Phil's trying to get back in this one, trailing 5-1 here in the bottom of the 7th. Fly ball center field. Darrell Hamilton puts it away. So Zuber's retired for out number 2, and it will bring up Kevin Sefcik. Sefcik is lined out, flied out, and struck out. Curtis Leskanik is up in the Rockies bullpen. Runner at first with 2 down. Popped him up, foul. 1 strike to Kevin Sefcik.
1-1 the count to Sepsic. Rockies and Phillies again tomorrow night, 7:35. Carlton Lower against the left-hander Bobby Jones. Line to right field, and Goodwin won't get that one all the way to the corner. Desi Relaford being waved around. Missing the both cutoff men is Goodwin, and moving to third base is Sepsic.
He might get a triple because he's going all the way, and that ball was, we couldn't see what happened, but it came out of the bullpen slowly, almost as if Goodwin thought it was a ground rule double for a while because he didn't get to it.
Roby scored a triple for Sepsic, and it's now a 5-2 ball game. But Goodwin, even though he had trouble to the corner, still missed both cutoff men.
Let's see what happens down there. See, he goes after it. Well, that was at the very end. Took him a while to go in to get it. And then, as Harry said, he missed both cutoff men. Gave them no chance to make any play, but they really didn't have much.
So it's now a 5-2 ball game. Greg Jeffries is 2 for 3. Be a big run to get in here. Sepsic at third base with 2 outs.
Right. This is one of those runs that can really give you momentum if you pick it up, because if you pick up 2 with 2 outs.
One ball and 1 strike to Jeffries.
Greg's had pretty good swings too. Here comes that throw out of the bullpen. Now he overthrows everybody. Overthrows Lansing, overthrows Helton, and comes all the way to home plate as Relaford scores. That was not real fundamentally sound.
Foul back and out of play. 1-2. He was inserted for defense.
That's true. He's used to playing center.
Yeah, they do miss Larry Walker.
Bad.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Two and 2 the count to Jeffries.
There is Larry Walker, who has not played in this series, hasn't played for a few games with a sore middle finger of his right hand. Heard it hitting in New York the other night.
Bouncing ball to second base, and Thomson is out of the inning. Phillies do get a run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the 8th. It's Colorado 5, Phils 2. We move to the bottom half of the 9th inning. Colorado leading at 5-2. Curtis Goodwin moves from right to left field. Larry Walker makes his first appearance in the series, playing in right field, and the new pitcher will be Jerry Dipoto. Dipoto appearing in his 56th game. He's won 2, lost 4, saved 15, a 3.95 ERA. 57 innings, 49 hits, 25 earned runs. He struck out 41 and walked 23. So Jerry Dipoto coming on. Try to save this one for John Thomson. Dipoto 15 saves. He has 3 blown saves. Mark Lewis has lined out and twice struck out.
Jerry Dipoto was in that deal. You see Scott Rowland has a bat, and they could use him if, you know, the situation arises. Dipoto was in the same deal when the Mets got all those pitchers from Cleveland. And Paul Bird was one of them for
Paul
Jeremy
Bird,
Burnitz.
Malicki.
Yeah, all those guys have, you know, all pitched pretty well. And Jeremy Burnitz, an everyday player now with Milwaukee.
1 ball and no strikes to Mark Lewis. Two and nothing. Two balls and a strike. Two and 1 to Lewis here in the 9th inning. It's a high fly ball into right field. Larry Walker puts it away. One down here in the ninth. I'm going to bring up Bobby Estalella. Estalella has struck out twice and lined out.
Sure, Terry Francona liked to get to a spot where he could get the tying run to home plate, and if it's a pinch hit opportunity, we bring rolling out. I mean, that would light the place up.
But the Phillies need base runners here, trailing 5-2.
Yeah, they need two of them.
One ball and no strikes to Estalella. Doing nothing. Three and nothing.
Good job by Bobby Estalella, knowing that the most important thing for him right now is to try and get on base. His run doesn't mean anything.
Three balls and a strike to Estalella. Bobby thought it was ball four. Frank Pulley gave Dipoto that pitch. Full count.
Thought it was low. He's had a long day too in this heat.
Estalella goes down swinging, and that's two down here in the ninth inning.
Jerry Dipoto goes with a fastball, and you know that pitch was low also, but he chased it probably because of the one prior to that.
Brings up Desi Relaford. Relaford's been on base all three times with a walk and a pair of singles. Doug Glanville has moved into the on-deck circle. He would bat for Ricky Bottalico if Relaford can reach.
Desi, one of the few Phillies had a big day, has a perfect day going. There is Thomson, who would stand to win this game with one more out.
All on the strike to Desi Relaford. There's Glanville. Popped him up, and this will be the ball game. Nathy Perez puts it away. Phillies go down and turn in the ninth inning. Dipoto records his 16th save for John Thomson, who wins his 8th game. Thomson a good strong 7 innings. Mike Lansing got the big blow, a 3-run home run, as the Rockies win it by a score of 5-2 here at Veterans Stadium. Even the season series of 4 games apiece, with the final game of the season series coming up here tomorrow night. 5-2 final. The Colorado Rockies over the Phillies here at Veterans Stadium. Behind John Thomson with a save for Jerry Dipoto. We'll be back with more from the vet right after these messages. Taking the field for the final game of this series, Bruce Bochy's starting lineup for San Diego. Steve Finley center field leads off. Ed Giovanola at second base will bat